Hello, welcome back to Hoopsa. 17th placed Queen's Park Rangers head to 9th place Coventry City on Saturday afternoon for their final league fixture of the 2023-24 season. And with QPR's championship safety confirmed last Friday with an emphatic win over Leeds United, this should be, on paper, our most relaxing watch of the season because it's the only match that we'll have played without the threat of relegation to League One. So, for one final time this summer, let's chat through what to expect from our opponents. And if you enjoyed this preview video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe as well. It took Coventry City longer than they might have hoped to get going this season after narrowly missing out on Premier League promotion in last season's playoff final. They won just 3 of their first 16 matches, losing 6 and drawing 7, languishing in 20th place, though that wasn't too great a surprise, having lost key players in Victor Gyökeres and Gustavo Hamer for a collective 39 million in the summer transfer window. They did reinvest that budget considerably into the squad, with flagship signings Wright and Sims joining for 9 million and 7 million respectively. But it would take some time for their new signings to gel. Wright's goal contributions were scattered initially, and Ellis Sims' only 2 goals of his first 24 Coventry City league appearances of course both came at once in their away win at Loftus Road back in September. And they were of course without their number 10 Callum O'Hare for 13 of those first 16 matches due to his significant cruciate ligament injury which was sustained in December 2022. Their 3-1 win away at Millwall in the 17th game week though would come as a remarkable turning point because in the 27 matches that have followed, they've lost just 7, one more than that opening run of 16, winning 14 and drawing 5. A run of just 1 loss in 14 matches between early December and early February saw them climb from 15th place to 6th, and it's largely thanks to the goal-scoring prowess of the aforementioned trio of Sims, Wright and O'Hare, who did come good as the season went on. Sims is now top scorer with 19 goals, with a staggering 17 in 2024 alone. Wright has 19 and O'Hare has 10. They've also been incredibly strong at home, winning 9, drawing 8 and losing 5, though all of those 5 losses have come in the final 12 matches of the season. And of course, it's not just in the league that they saw a meteoric rise, smashing through round after round of the FA Cup until they encountered Man United at Wembley in the semi-finals, overturning a 3-0 deficit but unfortunately missing out on penalties. And they have slightly been victims of their own success. They've lost 4 and drawn 1 of their past 6 league matches, clearly with one eye on FA Cup glory and a squad lacking depth starting to be hit by injuries as the game stacked up. They'd even still remained with faint hopes of a playoff place as recently as last week, because despite being 9 points adrift from the playoffs, they had 2 games in hand over both West Brom and Norwich. But last week's 3-2 loss to Hull City and a 0-0 draw with Blackburn spelt the end of those dreams, and they continued to look very fatigued in their 2-1 loss at home to Ipswich on Tuesday night. I think it's very impressive to have nearly made the playoffs again for a second successive season after such significant losses last summer and after going so close last May. And to have nearly made the FA Cup final all the while is even more remarkable. Should they manage to keep their attacking players and just bolster that squad depth a little bit, I imagine they will be right up there again next season. Now from a QPR perspective, what an absolute relief it is to be going into the final day not needing anything and not having to worry about the other scores around us. I'm sure I'm not alone in saying that I'm still high off of the performance against Leeds, which to be honest I still don't know the source of. It did feel to me like we were seeing these players play without pressure, which was strange because mathematically we still would have been able to drop, even though we would need quite a few results to go against us in order for that to happen. So I'm fascinated to see how this team plays this weekend now that there is absolutely no pressure on them. It would be nice for us to build on that Leeds result and end the season on a real high. And so I'm very intrigued to see what team Marty brings in, whether he decides to introduce a couple of youth players to see what they're about, or just ending with that same solid team. And of course there are a number of players out of contract, so this could potentially be the last game for a fair few. You've got Begovic's 1-year deal ending, Dunn and Sinclair are both reaching the end of their contracts, although they do have 1-year extensions which I imagine will be activated. We've got Hayden and Hodge returning to their parent clubs, Willock of course is out of contract, and then we don't quite know the playing future of Elias Chair. And with the latter two, this really would be the end of an era if neither of them were to return after the summer. So it will be a send-off of sorts on Saturday afternoon, we just don't know exactly for who. Anyway, for one final time this season, my score prediction. I'm going to go with a 1-0 Rangers win with Dykes to score in his 3rd successive appearance. Thank you so much as usual for watching this preview. Do let me know your own score predictions and thoughts in the comments below. A few people were asking what kind of content I'm going to be doing in the off season, and I can confirm I will still be putting QPR videos out. I'm going to be doing a squad review next week. That's probably going to be split into two pieces between goalkeepers and defenders and midfielders and forwards. And I'll be doing plenty more content as well around our transfers, any rumours and our pre-season fixtures. I'm also planning to do content around Euro 2024, so do keep a lookout for that too. Thanks again, and I'll see you in my next video for my Coventry City match reaction. Come on, you Oz.